just for a moment, it seemed that peace was possible.
In the land of God.
That was Rondi Charleston singing, and she is here with us. And your story is really fantastic. Not so long ago, you were a journalist. You worked directly with Diane Sawyer on Primetime Live. You were in the big leagues. And but singing's always been your passion, right?
It is. In fact, Diane came to hear me sing a few times down in Greenwich Village while I was working for her. And the first time she came, she sang along. First of all, she sang along to all the songs. Like, Diane, shh, zip it. Yeah. But the next morning at work, we were having coffee, and she said, you know, Rondi, I came because I like you and I like working with you, but you didn't tell me you were really good. You could be a singer, and I would hate to lose you, but you could do this. And that was sort of a light sort of went off in my head at that point. Filed it away for a few years, but eventually I did come to that conclusion as well. I was originally a singer at Juilliard trained classical, you know, opera singer.
Sure.
So,
but was jazz always something
jazz was always in my blood. My dad was a jazz aficionado, and you know, I met Duke Ellington when I was 6 years old. He took me to meet him. It was like in my cells. I had to go back to that.
Did journalism help you, though? It's because you're a storyteller, really.
Exactly, and in fact, Diane really taught me how to tell a story, and taught me how to write. She taught me how to, you know, write like you talk, Rondi. Write like you talk, and just stick to the story. Stick to the story. Don't get sidetracked. So really, I learned from her the skills that I'm putting to use now in my original songs, because I'll take, you know, I'm telling a story.
Yeah,
in every song.
You have your first CD. Is this your first CD?
This is my fourth CD.
Your fourth. I apologize.
No,
but
it's
it's just recently out.
It's recently out. And there's where the time goes.
And the song that we just showed you has a story. It has a message.
Exactly. This song, The Land of Galilee, was based on an event that I actually witnessed in Israel a couple of years ago, 4 years ago now. I was there with my husband and our daughter, and we were walking around Jerusalem one day, and it was, you know, it's always very dry and hot in the desert, but this particular day, we witnessed this kind of a miracle. We were walking around, and all of a sudden the skies opened up, and we were just in the middle of explaining to our daughter Emma how the layers of religious warfare and history, and we were trying to understand it ourselves, and why do these people hate each other so much? And the skies opened up, and it started to snow.
Wow.
And we looked around, and all of a sudden people started coming out of their houses, and the next thing we knew, there were Christians, Jews, Muslims, old, young, all together, and they were playing and laughing and singing and just joyfully cavorting together in the snow.
I want to get to the Blue Wisp tonight. That's a great story. So tonight you're going to be there performing. Tell us about that performance.
We're going to be doing all of the new album, all the songs for the new album, all of the originals, which have been sparking people's interest around the country, and we do some Brazilian, some jazz standards, we do some pop classics like the title song, Who Knows Where the Time Goes, which was made famous by Judy Collins.
Sure.
And I used to listen to it on the radio when I was growing up, so now my daughter is 13 years old, so it's almost the, you know, it's a celebration of the cycle of life. Sure. That song.
What time are you taking stage?
We are 7:30 tonight at the Blue Wisp.
7:30 tonight at the Blue Wisp. Of course, anyone can go down.
We have a great band.
And if you love jazz, if you love music, if you want to hear more from this woman, and let me tell you, I tried looking for a bad review. Tried. Could not find a bad review of your music. So I think it'd probably be worth going down there, checking it out. Of course, the Blue Wisp is on 8th Street, East 8th Street, downtown. She'll be there tonight. Rondi, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.